Hello everybody, my name's Nicola and welcome back to my channel. This is the Frugal Cottage where we talk all things money to help you on your financial journey. Today's video is my sinking funds update for January 2023, so don't forget to like and subscribe. And let's get started. So if you're new here, I do these videos every month as a way of saving for my short-term goals. And can I just say before I start filming, thank you to everybody who watches my videos, shares my content, buys me virtual coffees, buy something on Etsy, because without you all supporting me I couldn't do this bit of my journey because my budget just doesn't stretch. So if you're new here, my sinking fund binder is entirely filled by side hustle income, so the money I make outside of my day job. So thank you for that, and I'm going to stop rambling now and let's get on with the video. So this binder, as always, is from Amazon. I'll leave a link below to that. I've had a few messages recently about selling the binders in my Etsy store. Now I could do, but I don't, mainly because they're on Amazon anyway, but also I have very limited space to store them. But then I was thinking, if I did store them or sell them in my Etsy store, I could do a fully loaded binder. I could offer different kind of options for you basically to get everything to set up your financial journey. So let me know down below if that's something that you feel like I should do, and or what kind of things you would like me to offer if I offered the binder with things inside as well. And maybe that is something that I could do in the future if there is enough interest. But anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to take these out. I'm not filling all of my sinking funds today just because I haven't got enough money to do that. So I'll kind of go through them all, but I'll tell you which ones obviously I'm filling and which ones I'm going to miss out. And the reasons why I picked these ones and I'm doing it this way is purely I'm trying to get the ones that will make the most difference done first, and then kind of the other ones will come later, I suppose. So Christmas is the first one, so I've got a number in mind for what I want to aim for Christmas this year. So I'm going to put £40 in the Christmas envelope. I'm going to aim, to be fair, I'm going to aim to put £40 in the Christmas envelope every month if I can, because then that gives me a really good end figure for the end of the year when I need to buy all of my Christmas presents. So that's the first one done. This is the easiest one to do because you know when the kind of the end point is, you know what the timeline is for Christmas, and so you can, as I've done, you can work out a number that you want, divide it by how many months you're going to save it for. I guess that depends on how organised you are when you start your Christmas shopping, but you can work that one out the easiest, I think. Birthdays is the next one. This is going to get £20 in, because I think there's £40. Is there £40 in here already? Yeah, so there's £40 in here already, so I'm going to put £20 in the birthdays one. That takes that to £60, and we'll see. I've mentioned this before, but we don't have a lot of birthdays the first half of the year. They're all in the second half of the year. The birthdays are one of the ones, if you do sinking funds, that kind of gets emptied and refilled quite a lot. So that's the birthdays one. So school, the normal school one, is the first one that I'm not actually going to fill. So this, the majority of this is used for school uniform and new school shoes in August, kind of the end of August. So again, I've got a rough idea of what the timeline is. Obviously there could be additional things like school trips and stuff, but on the whole, the majority of that at the moment is school uniform. So I'm going to actually miss that one out for this month. I'm not too worried about that yet, to be fair. School holidays, so the next school holidays here are in a couple of weeks. I think it's a couple of weeks, yeah it is. And so I'm going to put £20 in here for now. I know that doesn't leave me with that much for, let's see, how much is in here already? 20, 40, 60. Oh, so if I put £20 in here, that makes that £100. I always like to have money for like the school holidays because I like us to get out and about and things, and I like us to go different places and things, and it's nice to have, even if you have to pay like entry fees or, you know, they want a hot chocolate or whatever when we're there, it's just nice to be able to do that, isn't it, and not say no to these things. So that's the school holidays one done. Car next. I'm conscious this is one of the ones that I want to really get filled or get to quite a decent amount, because we all know how expensive cars are, and without my car I couldn't get to work. I couldn't, well, I guess I could get my kids to school. They would complain a lot if we walked. I keep broaching that idea. Hopefully they'll agree to that at one point. But you know, cars are expensive. My whole livelihood depends on the car. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. There's already £130 in there, which is a good start. I'm going to put £40 in the car envelope. I want that to get to a number that will actually help me if something goes wrong with my car. So I'll get this in today. There we go. So £40 in the car envelope. Yeah, one of the I feel, I mean, they're all important in different ways, but I guess if I was going to prioritise them, this car one is one of the most important ones in my sinking funds. And again, linked to that is the next one, so MOT and service. Again, I think, actually I need to look at when the MOT is actually due. I know it's in the summer at some point. But again, you know, once you know when your MOT is due, which month of the year it is, you've then got a timeline for how to save for that. Or, you know, how long you've got. I'm going to put £40 in the MOT envelope as well. Just so, again, even if it doesn't pay for the entire MOT and service, it will help me when the time comes. So £40 goes in there. I guess I'm doing all like the more sensible ones. I feel like that sounds a bit silly, but you know, they're the adult ones, if you like. The ones that are definitely serious adult stuff like MOTs, cars, repairs, all that kind of thing. But very important nonetheless. The next one is repairs, and this is like household things, and again one that I feel is fairly important. And don't forget, you can get all of these sinking fund envelopes on my Etsy store if you want to have a look at those. If you think that you should have a repairs envelope, then go on there and get one of those. They're really cheap. Going back to this, I'm going to put £40 in the repairs envelope, and again I want to build this like if the washing machine broke and I had to pay for a plumber or a part or whatever. That's nothing is cheap, is it? Let's be honest, I keep saying that's quite expensive. Everything is now expensive when it's all down to one person. But I'm going to put £40 in the repairs envelope for now. And we'll keep building that and use it when I need to. I can't get that in there today. What am I doing? There we go. So £40 in the repairs envelope there, and again a really important one that I've not actually had until this year, but kind of again priorities, this should be up there just in case. And again, it might not cover, you know, if something goes drastically wrong, the amount of money that I have in this envelope would not cover it, but it would help, wouldn't it? So that's all I need to keep in mind. Clothes I'm not going to add any money to at the moment. There's a bit in there and I have a feeling that's going to be used soon, so I'm going to leave that for now. Disneyland, I'm going to put the final £30 in the Disneyland fund, and I'll explain why I've left the last two empty, although you'll know I guess already. But Disneyland is such an important, happy one for me to help to continue at all costs. Like, I'd rather do this than almost any of them really, because my boys just, after the time we've had, they just deserve it. So the final £30 is gone in the Disneyland envelope. The last two, so holiday savings is if we ever manage to get on holiday, which seems unlikely. I'm not really putting anything in there. And then the last one is mine, and on the last video I didn't put anything in it. And then halfway through the month I was like, oh, I got some money for my birthday in December. And I was just going to leave it in like my current account and let it just be absorbed by, you know, bills. I did just everyday living, bills, food, whatever, petrol for the car. And then I was like, no, try and use this as something for you. So like, I've not had my nails done for a while, and I really like having those done, maybe, or I might even try and save up to get a really nice, like, maybe a massage or a facial or something that's just for me that would make me feel better, rather than it just going on bills, which is the obvious and probably more sensible option. So I got £40 for my birthday in December, and I've actually specifically taken out of the bag to put in this envelope. And like I say, I know I've kind of got in mind what I would like. I don't want like I don't want like stuff. I want something that's for me, that might make me feel a bit better. So I'm leaving that in there, but as you'll see, I've not added anything to that. I said right at the start that this is the envelope that is the least important, and it will continue to be so until I get on a more even footing. So that is my sinking funds update. 4th February 2023, and like I said, thank you so much, because without all of you lovely people watching my videos and commenting and sharing and buying virtual coffees and all of that, I couldn't do any of this, because all of these are funded by my side hustles. And I post this on Instagram, but I'm so grateful for all the Etsy orders. I love making those up and posting them out. I'm so grateful for every single view and comment on anything that I post. It really is appreciated. So that is my sinking funds update for this month. Have you got any sinking funds? How are yours looking? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon.